Okay, so to make a very long story short, my third level party found the Deck of Many Things in an abandoned camp that became abandoned because one of the players turned the camp into a bunch of Wendigos that murdered each other violently. Yeah, that's how we're starting this one. So the party moves on and gets attacked by a shambling mound. The rogue was the one to trigger the combat, so he was attacked first and brought down quickly. Members of the party scrambled to save him from the mound, and in a series of unfortunate events, one of the player characters died. At this point, the wizard, carrying the deck, decides to draw a few cards. First thing that happens is he draws the Sun card, which boosts him to level 5 in an instant. He also drew the Gem card and the Throne card. All beneficial cards. At this point, the deck is now stacked against the players, and there are more bad cards than good cards. Another player decides to draw one card and draws Uriel and gets cursed. Another player draws and gets the Fates. Using this card, he brings back the dead player by erasing their death from history. At this point, the players are sold on the power of the deck, and I may have dropped a hint that there's a card in there that lets you use wishes. Yeah, I'm that kind of DM. So now the players draw cards in a mad scramble to get to the wishes. And a lot of bad things happened. A player had all of their possessions turned to dust and then immediately get sent to a different dimension inside of a prison. Oh, he also drew the idiot card, so now he's naked, stupid, and afraid. A jester card was drawn, and that got us to the moon card. This was used to bring back the banished player and erase the Uriel curse and summon a Vorpal sword. The player that died and was brought back to life wound up killed again by an avatar of death. A few cards were drawn that had no consequences at all. For example, the balance card was drawn by a player whose alignment was true neutral, so no effect. By the time everyone was done, only 5 cards remained: Flames, Key, Rogue, Comet, and the Void. So now there is a 3 out of 5 chance of drawing a bad card and a 1 in 5 chance of instant death. The players realize this and have not touched the deck since. The entire session was an absolute riot. However, the mischief was managed by my quick thinking and the players basically achieving their goals, which is to walk away with a few benefits. In this case, I think they did. The player that died was a visitor from out of town, so they weren't going to be able to keep playing anyway, so it worked out. Players have a couple of members that are slightly higher level than they were, and they have some new magic items, and they have an opportunity now, if they're smart, to use the deck in another way, as a weapon. Consider this. The chaotic evil character letting an NPC draw from the deck knowing full well that it could instantly kill them or sick a demon on them or cause another NPC to want to kill them. That makes for some drama and potentially a dicey situation if the NPC figures out what the player character was trying to do. Not only that, but because a couple of players got to use the wish spell, I think all bets are off. I don't have to hold hands anymore. The pressure is off because this is probably going to be the most memorable thing from the entire campaign. And I don't mind that. As long as they're having fun, then I've done a good job. And I have never left the table with this group feeling like they didn't have fun. So, if you're curious or, you have a third level party, you're not sure what to do, go ahead, try it out. You may find that the players are more risk averse than you were expecting. Maybe not. The good thing about level 3 is that they don't care so much about their characters because they don't have a whole lot of time invested in them. My level 8 group, when they got the deck, they were way less eager to pull from the deck because there's a lot more at stake with a level 8 character than a third level one. I think that's something to consider when the level 3 is too early people chime in. If level 3 is really too early, then what level is too late? 5? 6? At what point does the desire to pull from the deck outweigh the anxiety of losing a character that a player spent a lot of time on? Now, some players just want to play true to their character. One of my players in the level 8 group hated pulling from the deck, but she told me, my character is a magician and a gambler. It's in his nature. He would definitely pull from the deck. And I agreed with her, and she pulled from the deck, and she got the gem card. So the gamble paid off. And for some players it won't. But that's why the deck is fun. It just means that we as Dungeon Masters have to weigh the psychology of the characters against the psychology of the players in some cases. And I think the Deck of Many Things is one of those cases. Okay, everyone, I think that I've told my story. I think I got my point across here. So feel free to disagree with me, but from my point of view, this was an absolute success. Take care out there.